Hello and good late afternoon. This is Amanda, your art teacher, and I'm here today with a special message. So, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you might be noticing that things have been really going my way, especially in the world of art. And it's there's a lot that's gone into it. Like I've had, help and guidance, and I work really hard at it. So how do I do it? Okay. A few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I think pre-COVID, I somehow came across someone's channel, and his name is Joseph Rodrigues. And I'm going to share his link with you in the chat right now. Okay. So I don't watch the news. I don't watch cable. I've never had cable since I left my parents' house when I was 19. I don't really watch many movies, anything. I'm kind of like here in my room making art or studying or reading books. So I'm kind of, what's the word, sequestered, secluded from, outside influences, we could say. And in that time, I've been going on Joseph's channel, and I will watch his videos all the time. Like that's my entertainment. That's my background noise. A lot of the time, I've listened to some of his videos maybe 5 times, maybe more. There's some that I've listened to definitely more than that, and I will share them with you right now. And a lot of it, it changes how I think about things. And for me, in the art world, I want success to be easy. It's enough effort to make the art. So, getting it out there and doing all that stuff, I want that to be as easy as I can. And I think he's helped me think that he's changed the way I think. And I'm going to share the most impactful videos with you right now. Okay, so we're going to start with, I'm going to put all these in the chat right now, and I'll put them in the description later. So we have How to Materialize Your Dreams by Paramahansa Yogananda. Paramahansa Yogananda wrote Autobiography of a Yogi. And I read this book for the first time in 2020. And Steve Jobs gave this book to everyone, I think that was like at his funeral, because it was like his favorite book. He reread it once a year, every year until he died. And I was like, oh, okay. And some other YouTubers that I watch who are also on the same path of like creating your own life, changing the way you think. And some other people had mentioned this book, so I was like, well, maybe I should check it out. And it changed my life for the better. And I just finished rereading it for the second time like a month or two ago. So that's why these are not numbered in order. It's on the book list, Autobiography of a Yogi. And so Joseph Rodrigues has a few videos about this book that can help you materialize your dreams and your visions and help you live a better life. So I would recommend those. And so then another book that Joseph really talks about a lot in detail is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And this led me down the rabbit hole of Joseph Murphy and who he was and how he thinks and what kind of movement he was a part of. And then I also got The Cosmic Power Within You from eBay of Joseph Murphy. And these books will change the way you think. They'll change your life for the better, I promise. And so you can go on YouTube and find videos of Joseph Murphy talking, and he has meditations. for healing, success, love, all that stuff. And I can put those on. I can fall asleep to them. I put them on as background music because I would rather just listen to that stuff. We were misguided, for so long, programmed a certain way, and I just don't know if that's working for many people. It wasn't working for myself, and so I want to share these books with the world. So let's see, what can we find by Joseph Murphy here? And I've listened to audiobooks of Joseph Murphy, but I prefer to touch my books. And listening to affirmations definitely helps me unwind. So here's in the chat, I'm posting a video or the YouTube search of Joseph Murphy's affirmations, and you can go down your own rabbit hole with that. So then we're going to come to The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is someone who met up with some people and learned how to change the way he thinks and visualize what he wants and to create his own life in a nutshell. So he also wrote the book, The Feeling is the Secret. And these are small books, so they're easy to read. And I would recommend them. And that's another one. And Frequency by Penny Pierce. Okay, so Joseph Rodrigues, going back to his channel, he not only creates discussions based on, Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, all these people, but he will read a book and he'll summarize it. And so I've purchased, several of these books based on his own interpretation, views, talks that he gives. And this is one of them, Frequency by Penny Pierce. And I like this book. I did like it, but it's funny. I liked his summary interpretation. Maybe better than the book, but maybe I opened it right now and I was like, I read a couple lines and I was like, I think I should read this. Just give it another chance. I'll give it another chance. I'm just going to leave it open where I found it. So, Frequency by Penny Pierce. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Joseph Rodrigues has made several videos on how reading this book got him out of $50,000 debt, and then was able to purchase his first home and created a lot of entrepreneurial success. So I've read this once, and I started to read it again, and I was amazed at how different it was. So you can read the same book more than once, and you're going to get different stuff out of it. And this is cool. There's even a section that it helps you identify a certain amount of money you want to make in a certain amount of time frame, and then you create steps to do it. And you're supposed to follow all the steps, but no one really does it right the first time, because I have my list somewhere and I come back to it and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that still. So there's more that I need to do. Highly recommended. Get it off eBay. Go to the library. It's free. And yeah, then we're going to go to the Kabbalion by the Three Initiates. This is kind of this is Hermetic teaching, ancient wisdom. The universe is mental. Okay, so infinite living mind. Okay, you want to read this. This is good. It's not hard to read. It's very good to read. Rest calm and serene. You are safe and protected by the infinite power of the Father-Mother mind. Yes, I'm going to read this too. Yes. Okay, so highly recommend this one. It's really up there. Summer reading list. Okay, then we have Prosperity by Charles Fillmore. This book is fantastic. I read it over one of my summer trips to Virginia a couple years back, based on Joseph Rodrigues and his summary. I was like, okay, I'm just going to go buy the book. And this book, I was reading it, and if you just tap into your subconscious mind, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, Prosperity, you will... it gave me an idea that I was really excited about. Like, on the way home, I was like on the airplane home, and I got this idea and I wrote it down, and it's blossomed into 3 more ideas that I have yet to bring into fruition. Maybe next year I'll finish them. But this gives you, I think this will give you faith in, like, that God wants to, take care of you materially. I know a lot of religions are like, oh, materialism is bad. No, it's not. It's good. It's a good thing. And it sometimes can be hard to have faith that we're going to be, taken care of in our lives, going down the road. But this book can help you have more faith that God will take care of you and your needs abundantly and throughout your life. So it's good to, change any kind of thinking that's in contradiction to that. Okay, so then we have The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel. And this was good. It's another small one. It can give you tips. She's big on, like, speaking things into existence. So, affirmation, like positive affirmations, claiming things, and yeah. My word shall not return to me void, but shall accomplish that whereunto it is sent. We know now that words and thoughts are a tremendous vibratory force, ever molding man's body and affairs. So we need to be reminded of these things. We're not just out here just, helpless things. We have a lot of power and a lot of control over the direction of our lives. And so yeah, these are the books that I would recommend. There's 2 more. But I have not read these physical books. I've only done audiobooks, and I just don't like audiobooks. So one is Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeeland. And what's the other one? Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. TZ? Okay, so Reality Transurfing is cool. Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, that the interpretations from Joseph Rodrigues' channel, there's a video that I've watched or listened to, I don't know how many times. It's a lot. It's a lot. This guy, he was like, I think he was a plastic surgeon, and he would notice that after people would get certain plastic surgeries, their whole personality would change. And it talks about how we see ourselves in our mind's eye gets created in our lives. Like, I'm probably not saying that right, so I'm going to send you the video that I've watched a million times, and then maybe look at it. And it's about your self-image. Um, okay, this is the video that I've watched several times. I'm going to put it in the chat, and then I'll put it in like a comment. So in terms of art, how have I used these videos, especially this video? So, um, the self-image that I want to have, you got to look at yourself and see, how do I see myself? And then I I'm not going to say this on camera. Um, I see myself, or I want to see myself. I am the way I see myself in my mind right now. And it's because of these videos. But it's also because, I've done art my whole life, and I went to school for it. And, you know, I've been watching his videos pretty much around the time before, while I was at UNLV in school for art. Um, and when you see yourself as successful, it's just gonna, like, there's something in your mind that just makes that happen more. And I'm not giving a good summary of this at all. That's why I'm giving you the videos, so you can find out for yourself. Okay, I have I've had two art shows. I've had three art shows in a year, and I'm a resident artist downtown in a gallery, and it's great, and I'm living my best life. So if I want that to be an inspiration, uh, and a source of like guidance, that maybe, oh, maybe I should check out some of these books. Yeah, so maybe I should subscribe to Joseph Rodrigues' channel and get some insight. And um, yeah, so something, about, I think, Joseph's channel and the information that I've gotten out of these books and his summaries is like, I think I mentioned, I just want my art journey to be easy and effortless, and it can be. It was easy and effortless to get my art pretty much into the galleries here, because I have the intention that it's easy and effortless for me to get my art into the right galleries. And you can believe whatever you want. You can have whatever kind of belief you want. And so, something that people always say, oh, artists don't make money. Artists don't make money. That's a belief. That's a belief that I never subscribed to. So I don't really um, see that as a hindrance, but it's also something I'm working towards. But I also still am not totally sure that I want to sell my art yet. I think I might try to just sell it as a collection at some point. But this information is going to help me get to my end goal, because I always have my end goal in my mind. And one of my end goals that I think I've used this information for. So I used to live in Philadelphia by the art museum, and I would drive into the city, and I would go to the museum, and I would like look at all the stuff. And then something like a very important memory for me was driving into the city and going to First Friday in Philadelphia when they open up all the galleries and everyone's out and about in Old Town Philadelphia. It's like so cool. And it was snowing one of the times I went. And so I still, one of my goals is to either get a place, keep a place here in Vegas, and get a place around the same area that I used to live in Philadelphia. And I want to make art in Philadelphia, and I want to drive to Old City, Philadelphia, where I have an art gallery and I can participate in First Friday. So that is a goal of mine. And I just realized maybe a week or two ago, oh, well, I'm not really that far off. I have a cute little apartment here. I overlook a pool. I have a great life here. I have a really great life here, and I get to put art in my car, and I get to drive into the city, and I get to put my art in a gallery, and I get to be a part of First Friday. I'm a resident artist at the First Friday Foundation's gallery. So um, I I made this happen, and I reached out to Joseph on his Instagram, and I was like, "Thank you for being my guru. I'm living my best dream life because of you and your teachings." And I think that made him happy. And so I still have I still have one big. Well, I mean, if I can do that, I can do it again. I can if I could do if I'm doing it now, I am doing it now. Then I have the belief. Yeah, right. You want to have these certain beliefs. You don't want to believe that things are hard for you. Why would you want to believe that? So if I can do it once, then I can do it like a rinse and repeat type thing, and just keep going with it. And I'm very content, and I want this feeling for everyone. And that's why I think after all this time of watching his videos, his channel, his summaries, reading the books multiple times, and kind of just sort of ignoring like the craziness of the world. And I want this for everyone. So that's why I'm leaving this book list for you. Take a photo of it. And it's not just material or like business success these things can help you with. Like a lot of them can, like a lot of Joseph Murphy stuff can help you with relationships. And we've been programmed. So by the time we were like 7 or 8 years old, we were programmed by our parents and our environment. And that's pretty much how we are today. Like we're all a bunch of adults, but in our minds we're like that little 8-year-old kid. And I know that I am still very much that little 8-year-old girl. Still very much like I just want to go out into the woods and read my books. I just want to be I just want to make art and just go play in the woods. Like I'm still very much that little 8-year-old girl. But so while yes, there's cute stuff to that, but so if we had disempowering programming, like maybe you picked up on the idea that you're not loved, or like people don't like you, or you're ugly and no one's going to ever love you. You internalize a lot of stuff as a kid, and then a lot of, we're in school, we get in relationships, friendships, and we're in school till we're 18 learning nothing relevant towards life or anything. So we don't really get the chance to reprogram our subconscious minds, and we're still just operating on those programs from when we're in like 3rd grade. And people wonder why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Because it's what you were programmed, and you just don't know it. And I want people to grow out of that and change how they think and what they think. And schools don't teach you how to think. They teach you a bunch of stuff that's not relevant to anything. And so I shared the video. Here's a video by Joseph Rodrigues. It says, "Dream big, it is yours. Your life purpose," with Neville Goddard. Dream big, like think big. Like now I'm like, oh, why do I just want to get into a gallery? An art gallery is not going to hold my art. Do you know how much art I have? So much. I'm gonna need a museum. And why not? Other people have museums. Why not me? Why not? So I want you to dream big. And even if you have a goal and you only make it to right here, hey, it's better than having a goal here and you met it and then you're like, okay, big goals. Okay. And I fully believe that Joseph Rodrigues' channel can help you achieve your big goals in life. All right. Thank you. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you take a picture. Tan. And that is it. And I will be back. I'm back. It's been a while, I know. And I'm going to make more videos. All right. Love you. Bye.